Stay. Stay. Come on, girl. Good girl. We've been staying here at Rafter 6 Ranch for the past 2 weeks as we explore the Canadian Rockies.
I just almost went down the mountain.
It is $29 a night. They put you up here in a meadow. It's dry camping, but the views, they're awesome. Banff is one of Canada's most popular national parks, and if you've ever tried to book a site either in the park or just outside the park, you know just how difficult that can be. But here at Rafter 6 Ranch, they've told us that they almost always have openings, even through the high season. What are you barking at? Oh, silly dog.
We have 2 days of travel ahead of us to get to Dawson Creek, which is the start of the Alcan. So I feel like we're finally on our way, and it just opened up a few days ago from the fires at Fort Nelson, because we were trying to see if we had to change all our plans to go on a different route, but thankfully we don't have to. I am like sad to leave this area because it's so beautiful, but also not, and I'll explain why. So surprise, surprise, we were actually visiting Banff, our first year of RV life in 2019, and we had an absolute horrible time.
You enjoying your seat on this bus that you paid?
Super comfy. Let's see, it was July, I think it was, so peak of high season, and everyone told us to take the shuttles, and so that's what we did. It ended up being like the worst decision ever.
So far, the coldest part of Canada has been the bus.
It's blowing right on me.
We only visited Lake Louise back then, and of course, crowded, in season, tons of crowds. And so we were really looking forward to this time. We're like, we're gonna have a do-over.
We were even gonna do a whole video. Redeeming Banff. Yeah, it was gonna be great.
It was gonna be like outlining all our mistakes, and we got halfway through it, and we're like, we're still making mistakes. So we had to scrap that video, but I will say, the one hike that we did do that I absolutely loved was Bow Glacier Trail, even though the falls at the end were frozen. And that's the other thing, if you come like before high season, so in the shoulder season, before everyone gets here, the problem is the lakes are frozen, the waterfalls are frozen, and a lot of trails are not even able to be hiked yet.
But we did get a little bit of a win.
We did, yes.
You want to tell them?
I can, but you gotta
Sorry.
we gotta get out of here.
We're not gonna get out of here this morning.
So the Fairmont Chateau at Lake Louise has a webcam, and I have been just like checking that every single day because Lake Louise has been frozen over, and every day it gets a little bit more slushier and slushier and slushier. And finally yesterday, the day before we have to leave, I looked at it, it was completely melted. So we headed down there. I think we got there at like after 7. So there weren't as many people there as the first time we went, which was so nice. It was cold, but we got some really great photos of the area, and I feel like that helped redeem it, at least a little bit.
A lot of you have been asking why we don't use the motorcycle as much. In fact, I don't think we've really used it since North Dakota, maybe? At least for a video. I made it! Part of the reason is because we have had a bunch of repairs to get done on it, and we haven't really been near a big city long enough to get it into a proper repair shop. So since we were here for 2 weeks, we scheduled a stop at Red Line in Calgary. We got brand spanking new tires. I got the valves adjusted. I was only about 20,000 miles overdue for that. And we got a new headlight bulb, so she is good to go. Now, if you're curious about this motorcycle setup, we actually have a video on that. I'll stick it here in one of the corners. Link will be in the description. You do not need to crank way down on them, because if you do, you can blow out a front fork seal. Don't ask me how I know. Oh yeah, fork seals. We also got the fork seals done. Ah, dang it. I was so proud of myself. I thought I was gonna get it in one try.
Yeah, you didn't.
Just 2 tries.
There you go. Oh,
We're so bad at this.
Come on. we're traveling with Craig and Victoria of Wild RV Life up to Alaska. It's gonna be such a fun summer, but we're leaving earlier than them today because we wanna try to stop by Peyto Lake on the Icefields Parkway. Now, we did do this in the video that we scrapped and the lake was completely frozen over except for like this little blue spot. So you can see how beautiful blue it's going to be. So we're gonna attempt. They have RV parking in the parking lot. I really don't have a good feeling about this just because we didn't get out as early as we wanted to today. That's our MO.
Shocker!
I know. That's just how we roll.
So if everything goes according to plan, we'll be meeting with Craig and Victoria back at the Walmart tonight and then proceeding on to our destination tomorrow. I gotta tell you, one of the things I absolutely love about being this far north this time of year is we're getting out at 10 o'clock and I have no worries whatsoever about whether or not we're gonna make it to the Walmart before it gets dark because the sun's not even setting till like 10 p.m. nowadays.
You might not be worried about getting in before dark, but I'm really worried about the time frame and this parking lot being filled up on a Sunday. Like,
Kalyn is convinced we're not gonna have space.
He is so optimistic.
I'm 50-50. I think we have a 50% chance based on how far it is up the Icefields Parkway and based on how much snow there was last time we went. I still don't think it's gonna be quite as popular just yet. We'll see.
I think you're gonna eat your words.
Yeah.
I do not like this rain that I'm seeing.
I was gonna say we have two challenges because the parking is first thing and we've been going in and out of this fog, and even if you look right out the window right now, it's gray and nasty over here, blue sky. And I'm really hoping this stuff is headed, let's see, we're headed northwest, so I'm hoping this stuff is headed like southeast.
It's also 43 degrees because we've gone up in elevation, so I'm gonna have to trade my spring jacket for my winter one. Peyto Lake.
Here we go.
Can you easily get out if we get stuck in there?
Sure, we're just gonna go with it.
Oh dear. Ooh, RV, 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 RV. I don't know if we have a spot.
I don't know if we do either. Can't park there.
We should go around.
Well, I'm nervous because of the RVs that are down there. Yeah, I just didn't want to get myself stuck down here.
Everyone's staring
All right.
at us.
What?
Everyone's
It's the
staring
bike.
at us.
It's the bike. All right, we've got one spot down here. I just don't know if I can make the turn. It's just
There.
past that freelancer. So we're either going to get ourselves in a pickle or we're going to get ourselves a parking spot.
Those are the two options?
Yep, those are the two options, pickle or parking spot. All right.
What is he doing?
He's going in that spot right there.
Okay. Are you sure he's not backing up into ours? Did we just get locked in?
Well, if he parks close enough, I can park next to the snowbank.
Make sure he doesn't hit us. And his wife's like, I don't know what he's doing.
I literally just...
You talked to him?
I talked to her, and she said she pointed at that spot. But I think we're okay.
Rude.
That's okay, we made it. In the game show of pickle or parking spot,
We got a parking spot.
we got a parking spot.
Everyone's staring. They're taking pictures of us. They're literally
They love
taking
it.
pictures of
I
us.
tell you, it's a conversation starter. Time to break out the hat. How do I look? I look cold, that's what I look.
I know. No, I got the hat. I got the gloves. We have gone into winter mode. This is honestly dedication right here.
And this was all my idea, you can tell, because it turned out this way.
I was like, I don't know if I want to go back to Peyto Lake.
I'm like,
and he's like,
"There'll
I
be
want to
parking."
see it.
There was one spot, one spot left.
If it's frozen, then this will all be a waste. Surprisingly, this is less snowy and treacherous than when we were here before.
Here's a good example of like how much the snow has gone down. What was it, a week ago we were here?
Yeah, we took a picture
Yeah.
of you on the bench.
Took a picture here, so we'll just kind of compare the two.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, wow.
It is melted. This was worth it. Oh my word, look at the rainbow.
Oh, that's cool.
This is just insane. It is so beautiful. It's so blue. It's completely melted. I think it was worth it to come.
I just can't believe that it's been 1 week from completely frozen to this. Like, unreal. All right, hear me out.
Okay.
Sometimes it pays to be behind schedule. Very rarely, it's the exception. It all cleared off. Had we gotten here any later, probably wouldn't have gotten a parking spot. So we like threaded that needle just perfectly.
And the crowds were still there, but they were doable. Unknowingly, we parked next to a Cruise America, or is it a Cruise Canada?
It's a Cruise Canada.
I don't know. They have that dog sticker in the window.
So Trina's guarding.
I feel bad. I feel bad that we left her. She's probably been upset this whole time.
She wasn't upset when we left. That's our dog. The parking predicament is not over yet. There's a Cruise Canada RV up here that's having trouble getting out. But I think it's all just because somebody was parked where they weren't supposed to be and that person has moved. But it's still gonna be tight because I got giant banks of snow over here, so I don't have a lot of room to go wide. And there's a car and a dumpster that I have to thread the needle between. Who's proud of themselves right now? That'd be me. I'm proud of myself right now.
You're happy with
I didn't have to back up. I had people staring at me in awe of my skill.
I don't know that it was in awe.
Yeah, they're more like, you're stupid for bringing this in here.
Well, now's the exciting part because we have not gone past Peyto Lake before, and we've never driven the entire Icefields Parkway. So I'm excited to just see all the mountains that we haven't seen yet. Do you think that's a glacier up there?
It's gotta be. It's so much snow.
Because I know there's glaciers along the ice field. Okay, that's definitely a glacier. I saw the sign.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it now, but in the 5 years of full-time RV life, this is the most beautiful road we have ever driven. My ears are popping.
Yeah.
Like this is a legit downhill,
yeah.
and they did not tell us the grade. They're just like, use lower gear.
Yeah, it just said use low gear. That's it. But this is a pretty steep grade. We're in second gear, and the truck is not holding itself. I'm having to.
Yeah, we have to use the trailer brakes. So we have an extra set of trailer brakes that he's using. And
I'm trying desperately to keep all my brakes from getting hot. That's what I'm trying desperately to do. All right, let's check these out. Everything's cool. Everything's cool. Hey guys, how's it going?
Look at their curly cues.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you've been having trouble finding our spot.
Finding exactly where we are in the milepost.
And you just found it?
I did.
And what's it say?
Caution, watch for sheep on roadway.
This is just how specific this milepost guide is. It will let you know where the animals are. We made it to Hinton. We just passed Walmart where we're gonna spend the night. There's a Safeway where we're gonna grab some groceries, but first, fuel lights on, shocker. So we gotta get some gas first so that we are all set for tomorrow. Ah!
That was not
That was sloppy.
very nice.
1.59 times 3.8 equals divided by 1.37, 441 a gallon. Not too bad. We will let you know. I don't know how much this is going to cost us, but we will put our new total up.
That total will also include, I think we had a fuel purchase,
With
two in between the last video and this one. So it'll be an updated one. Something that we like to do in overnights like this, because we have the slides over on this left side, is we like to get as close to like the grass as possible so that we can put our slides out and they're not like in the road or in a different parking spot. So it's always a good deal when we can find a spot that allows us to do that. Ellie's checking our level situation. If you ever have a chance to drive the Icefields Parkway, do it. Most beautiful drive we've ever been on, hands down.
Every time I went around another corner, I'm like, okay, we're gonna be driving out of this. And it was just more beautiful, like snow-capped mountains, blue lakes, waterfalls,
So
sprawling
pretty.
meadows,
We may have
glaciers.
taken too much video
It was
just trying to capture it all.
There was no way we could capture it all.
No.
I'm sorry, this video is not going to capture the essence of that drive.
You just gotta experience it yourself.
Yep.
What's the level situation?
We are 1.5 inches off. I've got to come up on my side.
A little bit more. There you go. All right, well, we have a few stops to go to Walmart, and there's a Safeway here, so if we don't find what we need, yeah, we can go to both places. We've got a couple things, actually more than a couple things we have to get for travel day tomorrow.
Which you're gonna find out
Yes.
all about tomorrow.
Keep watching, because it's gonna be really fun.
Good morning. We discovered something last night. Let me show you. When we pulled in, I did a quick walk around the RV and I discovered some tire wear. I've known this tire has been wearing poorly. It was wearing poorly since before I put the shocks on. Actually, I think the shocks have helped it. But what I discovered last night is that this tire is really quickly approaching the end of its life. You'll notice this tire is wearing far more on this outside edge than it is on the center or inside edge. That can be because of a lot of reasons, but I think what was exacerbating it is my tires weren't all at the same pressure. This one was actually a little low. So the fact that this tire already had a tire wear issue, plus the fact that I had let the tire pressure get a little low, I think was speeding that up a little bit. There's a Canadian Tire right nearby. I don't have time to get them to get it on a rim, to take the rim off and all that stuff, but I figure the further north I go, the more expensive stuff is gonna get. So I'm gonna walk over there, see if they have a trailer tire in my size that's 10 ply, and if they do, I'm gonna grab it, throw it in the RV, and we're gonna see if this puppy can last another 250 miles. Oh, one last thing. If anybody has a hot tip on where I can find one of these dust covers, I've actually lost 2 of them now, and it really bugs me that like I have this hole here. Drop it in the comments, let me know, because I have checked truck stops, I've checked car stores, Napa, I cannot find dust covers. This is gonna be the new spare. When I put it on, if I ever have to put it on, I'll now be running 3 tire brands. I have High Run, Hercules, and now this is Moto Master. So we're just trying to mix all the brands up here on the thing. But she's like, do you need anything else? I said, nope, walk out the door. Of course I do, I need DEF.
I thought you were only getting DEF.
What of all these would you like to carry? You gonna take the tire? No, that's
I'm good.
like,
Here, I'll take the peanuts.
At least take that. Then I can get the. I can get that.
I got it.
Ooh.
I'm strong. The nice thing about staying in a Walmart is we don't even have to unhitch. We can just pull the slides in and we're ready to go.
All right. Can I share a behind the scenes moment?
Okay.
So last night, Kalyn and I were planning today's video. Today's half the video, and we're like, okay, we're at a Walmart, so the tire store opens at 8:15, and we'll tell people how easy it is to get out on time when you're at a Walmart, because like Kalyn said, you're all hitched up, you're all ready to go. It's 8:56. We're taking Route 40 today. It is the scenic route to Alaska that's going to get us all the way to Dawson Creek, which is mile 0 of the Alcan.
Mile 0 is what they call the start of the Alcan, which is the Alaska-Canada highway. So thankful it's open. Don't know what to expect with the roads, but we do have a better tire just in case something happens.
And one other thing that's different today, we're traveling with Craig and Victoria.
Look at these 2 back here. I put Cody in her little bed just to see if they would cuddle. All right, we're on a pullout. It's time for PB&J sandwiches with a twist.
And I'm going to use this stop to check this tire. These tires look good. They're feeling good. No warmth. About the same. Just
Look
muddier.
at how muddy this is.
I know.
It's disgusting. Oh my word.
That's a little dirty.
Is this a precursor of what's to come? This is probably not a good idea to wear
What are you doing?
white shoes.
What are you thinking?
We are trying Kraft peanut butter, which is apparently, I mean, Kraft brand is in the States, but they're not.
They don't make peanut butter.
Yeah, they don't make peanut butter that I've seen. So some of you in the comments said that Kraft peanut butter was like the best peanut butter, better than Jif.
That's not possible.
Well, I'm anxious to try this and see what it tastes like because Jif definitely outranks Peter Pan and Skippy. Will it outrank Kraft? And if it does, will it offend some of you? Please don't unsubscribe.
All right, we ready?
I think so.
I want to eat.
Let's try our sandwiches. All right.
All right, here we go.
New Kraft peanut butter.
Tastes like Skippy.
It doesn't.
It's not bad. It tastes
It's
like
not
Skippy.
bad. I think Jif has like a deeper peanut buttery flavor.
It's the hydrogenated oils.
It's good.
Canada, you haven't
Sorry, I'm doing Jif.
won me over.
All right. We also have a surprise, and that is we went to Walmart last night, remember? Well, we told you. And we bought a bunch of Canadian snacks, all dressed, hickory sticks. I'm not looking forward to this one. And then you got these planters. And then can you go into Canada without getting like maple cream cookies? And then we have a caramel that's melted. These look like they are seasoned.
They look like
They're more than just like potato sticks, but they look like hash browns.
Yeah, they're like hash browns for sandwiches.
Here, wait, no, I gotta try some too at the same time.
At the same time, okay.
At the same time.
Here we go.
Those are yummy. I like those.
They're very good.
Those are really good. Highly recommend the hickory sticks. We will be buying more.
Yep.
All right, I just feel like I need to get this flavor over with.
Get it out of the way.
I am.
Oh, I can smell it.
Oh!
It's like you opened a ketchup bottle.
I don't know if I can do this. Here, I'll just give you a little piece. I have to do it at the same time.
Okay.
They're like little crispers. Oh, that's what it says.
3, 2, 1. I didn't try it. There we go.
Okay, they're not terrible. They're not as terrible as I thought.
Wow.
But I would not choose them. Oh no.
No.
The more the flavors in your mouth, the less I like it.
Yeah, so it started off not too bad.
I don't like it anymore.
And the more it's in there, the more it's like you literally just squeeze
ketchup in your mouth.
Yeah.
Like who did this? Who came up with this? And why do Canadians like it? Okay, we're gonna make Craig and Victoria try those.
Yeah, we need to actually.
Okay.
I'm ready to have some delicately seasoned Planters peanuts. I like them.
I like them too.
It's like slightly more flavor than lightly salted.
But it has it's supposed to have natural smoke flavor, onion powder, garlic powder, spice, extratives, cayenne pepper.
Spice what?
Extratives.
Extratives, okay.
I don't know if that's how you say it. I like those. That's a good snack.
Is this the last salty one?
Yes.
Okay.
So we had Miss Vicky's all dressed at a Subway.
Up until now, I've always preferred my chips naked.
Like normal ruffled chips. And hang on, the seasonings on these are like potassium chloride. That's
a great seasoning.
That doesn't sound good. So we've got kind of the paprika, garlic powder, onion powder. I feel like they're just putting the same seasoning mix on all their chips and peanuts. Okay.
There you go.
Woo! There's a vinegar thing in there. It's good. I don't know what it is that gives it that punch. Now I only want half of this because I don't think I'm gonna like it. It says no artificial colors or flavorings, made with real Quebec maple syrup.
Oh, sorry, Alberta. We couldn't get local.
No.
We had to go from the other side of your fine country.
All right. I actually like that.
All right.
So here's why I like it. I like it because the maple flavor is less taste than what it smells. It's very subtle when you taste it.
At first, I thought it tasted really fake, and then the more it...
Yeah, then it was real. Okay, the last thing I can't have because it has dairy in it, so that would upset my stomach. So you get the melted.
Yeah.
Did you want to squeeze it out of the pouch?
Yeah, just tear a tiny corner.
I feel like...
Well, don't tear it wide. No. Ah! You're supposed to tear a tiny corner. A literal tiny corner. You weren't supposed to rip down the middle
So
of the
see what
bag.
the caramel is? It's like caramel, milk chocolate. They also had a sea salt version.
Oh, here we go. There's some
Oh yeah,
caramel there.
just squeeze that out.
Uh-oh.
Here, just put it on my plate. How is it?
It tastes really good.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Something we didn't get was the 1,500 flavors of Kit Kat.
That is, yeah.
That seems to be the Canadian candy bars.
In the U.S., Kit Kat has Kit Kat and a big cat. That's it.
that's it.
You know what? I think I've seen mint, but go to a gas station in Canada and suddenly Kit Kat had babies and there's 555 flavors of it.
Well, this was fun. And now we've got a lot of snacks.
Yep.
We're not going to be continuing with these,
We'll give those to Craig and Victoria.
but we did try them. I'm very proud of us.
Please let us know if there is a snack we missed because we're still
Yeah.
going to be in Canada for another couple weeks. Maybe we can stop and pick one up and
And try it.
add something on to the Joe and Kalyn Try Canadian food segments.
We are going into Grand Prairie, and this is like the last big city before we get into Dawson Creek. We found a Flying J that we're gonna fill up at. And while we're fueling, I'm gonna have Craig and Victoria try those ketchup chips. Everyone said that these are like the chips to try in Canada, and yes, and they are, well, if you like them, you can have them.
I feel like
I see how your taste tests work.
they already smell like tomatoes or something.
Oh, that's right, you don't like tomatoes.
I don't
You're
like
not
these
gonna
at
like
all.
this at all.
No,
These are gross.
I don't mind them, but it tastes exactly like tomato soup.
really?
If I
Yeah.
wasn't being filmed, I'd just spit it out.
Because I thought it tasted like someone was squirting like ketchup in your mouth.
I feel like it's a tomato soup chip.
But hey, we tried it.
We tried it.
That is nasty.
I'm kicking myself because we got so distracted with like ketchup chips and everything that I forgot to check the tire. I should stop, but I'm not going to. 130 kilometers, I think the tire will handle it.
Is it raining again? We said we were headed to a campground, but what we didn't mention is that it's a full hookup campground.
Which is the first time since October? October.
October Beet Harvest was the last time we had full hookups.
Insane.
7 whole months. Now there's a few caveats. There twice we have had just electric.
Yep. And then when we work camped for the gate guarding jobs, we had pump out service, which isn't full hookups because you
We
can't
still
take an
have to
endless shower.
conserve,
You still
yeah.
have to conserve. They just come pump you out once a week.
So 7 months. That's insane when you really stop to think about it, that we've been basically like boondocking this whole time.
Yeah, I don't know if it's our longest because we go long stretches, but
Yeah, it might be our longest.
Yeah. On the docket for tonight is a long hot shower. I am going to enjoy that endless Truma hot water heater.
And I think we're gonna be setting up in the rain, which is just so miserable. So it'll be nice to have some hot water that we don't have to like shut off constantly. I see the Alaska Highway sign. It's right behind this Lakeview sign. See it?
Yeah, do you know what I see?
What?
A roundabout that we have to make it 3/4 of the way around.
We'll be able to do it.
Oh, it'll be fine. Semis are going around it. I just hate roundabouts, especially with RVs.
Oh, look at the sign.
There it is.
World famous Alaska Highway. We're gonna enter through there. Well, not literally, but we'll take our picture. We'll take our picture at that sign in
1 week.
a week.
5 days.
So
Not even a
crazy.
full week.
Oh, there's a closer look at it. We're coming for ya. It's not even focusing because it's
'Cause of the rain.
So rainy. Mile Zero Campground. All right, I will go check us in. Oh,
So-
we almost had a snafu.
What was that drama about?
They couldn't find us, and I wasn't the one that submitted the form. You were, and he was like, "Did you fill out the waiver form?" So they couldn't find our little ticket thing, and they did find it. They put it behind someone else's, like in the same spot. So they double booked a spot. So they were able to like move us next to Craig and Victoria. So
I was gonna be so, like when you emailed me, I was gonna be so mad if we didn't have a spot.
okay, so here we go.
Oh yeah, I guess I should see where we're
Yeah,
going.
so we have to go down this way and up, and we're in 56. We got it back
Office.
in. Yep, that looks good. Keep it coming. Yep, good, good, good.
Alrighty. Well, it looks like we made it with the tire. Let's look at it really quick. Oh, that's awesome. It actually doesn't look like it wore anymore, but I'm still gonna get it changed out. So glad that that worked, that we made it all the way here on this tire. If you wanna see the one time that we didn't make it to our destination on a tire,